Bandit. It's Rob. It's whatever. Hey, everybody. Hey, internet. Anybody? Somebody? Hello?
Yeah, I heard you.
There's never anybody there. So I always say that like almost every time.
I heard you saying it on stream when you did the startup. I was like, you were like, hello, everyone.
I think you jumped
Anybody?
in pretty early. I saw you there, but I figured you were AFK or something. So
nah.
I usually don't really call people out until they're...
Yeah, you don't want to call out a lurker because it almost feels like kind of rude, you know. But I was like prepping to stream and do my thing, you know, and I was like, right, well, I'm gonna. I noticed you were live, and I kind of like to lurk, even if it's like 10-20 minutes, just as I'm kind of prepping. And I saw you streaming, so I was like, I'm gonna lurk, and I found it really hard, very difficult to lurk in a stream because I just wanted to constantly talk to you. So I was like, dude, I need to go. I need to like, you know, no, hey, dude, it's you know, it's not your fault. It's a good thing, right? So but yeah,
it's taken me a little while to even get like this because honestly, like 3 days ago, my stream was way different. I still had my camera pointed at my dog, and she's just over there sleeping, and it was kind of boring.
So
like, I know when I first started, my very first stream was literally just pointed at my hands, and I felt that was too impersonal, so I started pointing at my face, and then I got a second camera upgrade, so I used my old camera and I pointed at my dog for a while, and I'm like, you know what, this isn't working. Like, nobody cares. I mean, when she's awake, it's cute, but whatever.
So some people don't know, but I mean, I was a bit ignorant to the idea that because I think you'd mentioned it to me before in stream when you were like, I think you'd said something like, oh, I can play this game one-handed. And I'm like, dude, like, stop showing off, man. And I went to your stream and just
talking about how difficult this shit is. It actually it's kind of hard, but...
Well, no, when I went to your stream, I was like, dude, you've got one arm, right?
Yeah.
And I did not know this, so I was like, my mind was blown up to, dude, how the hell are you playing 14 with one hand? I can't play with two, you know, or one arm. So I was like really kind of ignorant to the whole idea. Sorry, Twitch chat were asking who we're talking to.
I was talking about it on my stream today, but I forgot. Last time I heard you were still at like 2% clown rage. You made it to God, right?
I think 4% away. We're hitting rage at 4% short of hitting God, because so we kind of yeah,
I thought it was 2. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Nah, you're trying to give me extra credit. I don't mind. It's fine.
I don't know. I just wasn't sure if you. I wasn't sure if you made it to God yet. I was excited for you because I've been waiting on this for a while.
Yeah,
I like watching the struggle because it's like I've lived it. I know. We all live the struggle.
So the first thing I want to say straight away, and if you're okay with answering it, but like, so one arm, right? So how did this come about? Like, obviously you didn't do it by choice, but I'm guessing. You know, there must be some reason to it. So would you want to tell us?
I want to say there's a term for it, but I don't know. It's basic to keep it simple. Like the most simple way to explain it is I punched through the amniotic sac while I was in my mom's belly, and like, you know, the sac that you're in, like the egg or whatever. I punched through it at some point, like in the first trimester or something like that. So it closed up around like halfway through the joint, like it like formed around it. So I still have like a tiny little like unformed baby hand, like, you know, like it never developed. Basically, it just stopped at a certain point.
Oh, so you were born like this?
Yeah.
So how can you tell me?
At some point, I've said so many stupid ass stories growing up, though, like telling people stuff, and because I moved so many places, I would just tell them silly things like, oh, sharks, and anything I could think of, just because I think it was funny.
And it sounds basically because it sounds cooler.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
No, that's cool. That's cool. So
maybe because I knew that I was never going to see some of these people ever again, so I was just like, why not?
Yeah, and see how they react. So how was it like growing up with one arm? You know, I mean, obviously it's a handicap. So you know, the fact that you are gaming with one arm is incredible. I know you're not probably the only one in the world, but it's crazy to me.
Actually, I follow like 6 or 7 people that have similar disabilities.
That's what, your streamers?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
There's a guy that doesn't have any arms. He doesn't have either, and he has like 2 stumps that he plays on the. You know, I'm like, damn. At least I have 5 fingers.
Yeah. You do have you have fingers that you have. So you have all your fingers on your is it your left arm?
Yeah,
your left arm, and then your right arm obviously is not there. So like, was you born like that, or did you have to like, did they have to like cut anything without going into too much like kind of sick detail?
It's simple. Like it's fine. It was just it's
just born that way.
It's just there. There's nothing bad happened.
That's awesome. I mean, not awesome, but you know what I mean. Like it's I think it's awesome that that you don't let it stop you from doing what you want to do, you know. So like, yeah, so sorry, I think I interrupted, but like, has it like handicapped you in wanting to do anything when you were growing up or anything like that, or did you always kind of just always want to like not let it stop you? And you know, do you want to kind of prove people wrong that, you know, even though you're one-armed, you know, does it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, to be honest, I kind of wallowed in misery for like, well, obviously when I was like till I was 6 or 7, I didn't know any different, you know, whatever. But by the time I was like a preteen and a teenager, I got pretty damn depressed for a while. But something happened in junior high school that just kind of snapped in me, and I mean, I was the vice president of my class. I was like in high school. I got pretty out there in my show. Like I got to where I didn't care.
I guess growing up like that,
I didn't let anything stop me. So I just pretended like nothing is the matter.
Yeah, nothing's the matter, and you can just kind of live a normal life. I mean, have you ever? Can they give you like Can they give you like a prosthetic arm, or do you have this? Or
I had one. I had one until I was 7 or 8, I think. That was around the time that I just was like, I was playing basketball one day, and it kind of just like fell off. And like I love playing, like I played basketball. I don't know, I said on my stream earlier, but I played basketball from middle school, and like I kind of quit in junior high. I didn't do it like during the school, but I did it in junior high for 1 year, and I didn't like it, and that's when I really quit. But back when I was in like middle school or elementary, I think it fell off one day. No, it was probably like 2nd or 3rd grade. It was like early, before I even was on a team. I was just playing basketball and PE, and it just like fell off once, and I was like, "This is in my way," so I never used it again.
And
I feel like that was a good decision. It messed with my back a little bit at times because
is it heavy?
Obviously, no, like not having it has messed with my back.
Oh,
my posture is shit,
okay.
and you know, it's caused damage to my back over time because my stepdad made me growing up made me do a lot of physical labor that I probably shouldn't have been doing.
Wow, he made you do physical labor with one arm?
Yeah, but I was in a military family, so.
Oh, okay. So I'm guessing your father was pretty strict.
I had a great family though. No, I'm not like. I mean, my mom was married 3 times, and my dad got divorced when I was like a baby. I don't remember anything about that. I just always remember them apart. But you know,
so
it's still a good family though. I love everybody, and I don't have any problems with any of the way I was raised. I just I should have been like smarter with the way I handled some of that labor. I guess maybe it's my fault too. I don't know.
So in terms of growing up and video games, you know, how did you kind of get into video games? Because obviously, again, one arm, you know, it's gonna potentially, or you'd think it would handicap you because obviously you've got one arm. So how did you kind of tackle this then?
Well,
or like, what was your first game you started to play? And
well, I can get into that too.
Sure.
It's like let me think of a good way. Growing up, like I've always had to learn the hardest way to do things, obviously, because I always have like, you know, some things are made for people with 2 hands. So like,
yeah, you can't help it.
Like controllers, for example, are just made for people with 2 hands.
Yeah.
And I've always had to figure out a way to overcome that. But luckily, my first system was the NES. I'm 28, first off, so I didn't have an NES until like I want to say the SNES was later in its life cycle, but I got an NES because my mom got them because it was probably cheaper. And I had one of those. I didn't play it a lot, but you know, that's only 2 buttons on my right side, so that wasn't a big deal. You know, it's just easy to kind of press with whatever.
So when you were playing, did you kind of did you try to use one arm to like D-pad and then you switch over? Because
I just held it, you know, like I just kind of set it on my lap and had my thumb pressing the D-pad, and my my snub or whatever, stump, whatever you want to call it. There's so many things to damn call it.
Well, I
I don't
mean,
like any of them, honestly.
yeah. Well, I mean,
But,
some people with a stump or no stump, whatever, they still sometimes they're still born with like a finger or so. I mean, I'm guessing.
yeah.
For you don't have anything there, or do you have a?
No, it's I have my elbow joint, and
Okay.
then there's like about, I want to say 3 or 4 inches of both of the two bones, and they kind of fuse together at the tip. So it's like,
Okay.
so I have like a little thing I can use. That's what I use to push the D-pad, because I mean the number pad,
Yeah,
because that's how my skills are. I have all my skills on the number pad, and I use control and alt and shift modifiers for all of them. And then I have like ASDW, Q, and E to move and strafe, and I use the mouse too for certain things.
So
I
you
switch
play.
back and forth.
So we didn't even get
And
onto
then
that, but you play mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
wow.
And then I use the 1 through 8 on right above the keyboard for the party players, the party members, so I can switch between them. And then the F keys are all different things too.
So Alpha One said, he said, "Oh, easy question, but video games are awesome, so that's why you just learn to adapt." And then he and then he also said, "Look at the N64 controller; it was made for 3 hands, but we played it with 2."
And that's exactly what I was about to get into next, because my next system, I did have an SNES, but I don't really remember it, because I think it was my brother's more than it was mine. I think it was his, but
yeah, you remember having it, but yeah.
I remember having one, and then my dad, like I said, my parents were separated. One time I went to see my dad, and I lived with my dad in Chicago for like 6 months, which was the only time I ever lived in Chicago. But he got me an N64 the night before it was released, like, because he worked at Kmart, and like they were, like whenever they released, he brought it home like at 5 p.m. from work, like early, or something like that, because he got it out of the back. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And I still have that in 64 actually, but like that's actually when I really got more
proud,
serious
man.
about gaming.
I'm proud. You still got it. I like it. I keep all my retro stuff like PS1, PS2. I've got them all still. Yeah. So I'm proud that you got the N64.
I have a 1, 2, 3, and 4, a PSP, a Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy SP. I had 2 SPs actually.
I'm still, when you name all these consoles, I'm going, dude, you played with one arm, all these. I just find it just like actually.
I've just been.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I just don't. I don't know. It's never been a problem for me. So
I find it.
My friends always.
Oh, it's not a big deal. I mean, for you, but I just find it so. Yeah, well, I mean, like I can't fathom how I would learn to do that, because, and I always say to people, I'm privileged that I've got my legs, my arms, and everything, and I use it in a sense to say like, I'm not dying from anything that I'm aware of or anything like that, so I should be just like privileged to have what I have. So I'm just happy that I can stream and talk to people and do everyday things. But you do not let the fact that you've got one arm stop you from doing anything in life, and I find that so admirationable. Like it's just, I just find it so like I'm proud of you, man. Like, and you deserve much more credit than you already do, and that's why I wanted to send people over tonight to give you the love that you totally deserve, dude. And I said I would try to help you grow up. No, I mean, hey, you don't need to thank me. I mean, I didn't do it. I was already following. These guys came over and just wanted to support, and I hope they drop by sometime. I hope they say hello, and when they do, they're going to be in for a treat, because, dude, your voice is hot as fuck, man. I'm just saying right now. So yeah, dude, I know a hot voice.
Smooth and relaxing, but I'm just like, I don't think it is.
Two people in my Twitch chat and myself agreed that you have a good radio voice. So maybe you want to get one arm, dude, but your voice is blessed, my good sir. I'm just saying right now.
There we go. Yeah.
So there you go.
I've always been told I'm good looking, I guess. Like that was just it was weird. I was friends with every kind of group in high school, so like I dated a lot of people, but nothing ever really stuck, because I think they were like, oh, he's good looking, and then they got to know me, and I'm like, I'm such an asshole. I don't know.
Nah,
I'm a nice person. I'm a really nice person, but like I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like I wouldn't say I'm an ass. That's actually over exaggeration.
You're like, dude, I'm just saying this in front of 20 people.
I'm neurotic and picky as hell. So like I like things a certain way, and I do have like a few OCD habits. Not too bad. Like I can control them, but like I have like these tendencies to have things done a certain way.
Moses said, "Douchebags unite."
Yeah, so like, I don't know. I guess that.
No,
in high school,
I guess we all can be
take
jerks
things
at
a little bit
times, right?
personally, though.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So so like going
But
through
I
like
wanted to touch on one. I'm sorry, I wanted to touch on one more thing that
Sure.
before I forget about it, we pass it up too much.
Yeah, of course,
But,
go ahead.
it was back on the whole like thing with the challenge of it. Like I feel like not only video games but just everything else in life that I've ever had to do, I guess, has made it so that I'm always have to try to take the hard way around to do things. So I think that doing things like that has always made my approach to do problem solving in anything like really hands-on and like over the top, and I make sure I get things done. But like for some reason I started YouTube in 2013, and I wanted to make like prank videos because that's what it was, just me and my dad and my brother goofing around on vacation doing like ice cream cone videos and silly stuff and filming pranks. And then like I went to a few concerts and I recorded some stuff, and I don't know, but like I never really took anything too seriously, but I like the idea of content creation.
Me too.
So it's always attracted me, but like I've spent so many years just watching other people, like, you know, watching all these YouTubers, watching a lot of people on Twitch, and just like learning so much about it, because I was always afraid that if I don't know what I'm getting into, I'm just going to screw up and crash and burn. So like I spent like the last 2 years prepping, at least 2 years prepping to stream, because I knew I wanted to eventually.
Yeah, it's very similar to me actually.
I could market myself like that because people always find it interesting that I can play these difficult games. Like I used to play Halo. I don't know if you know anything about Halo 3 and the ranking system, but like I was ranked 50 on Lone Wolves, like, and on what was it, 4v4 or 6v? It's just one of those. I think it's 6v6.
Yeah, I didn't play a great deal of Halo. I do remember playing one on 360.
I was close to rank 50 on that one, but
I don't remember.
I was really good at shooters, I guess. But now when I play Overwatch, because I have to play on a controller, and I tried so hard to play on keyboard and mouse on Overwatch, but I just can't do it. So I can't. So like I have to play with like Pharah or Mercy or something that doesn't require too much precise aiming, because I can do it, but just like compared to the speed of precise aiming with the mouse, I know it's not. I know there's no way I can keep up in competitive. So. But like on Halo back in the day, everybody was on a controller, so I would just whoop the shit out of all my friends, like all the time. Like I was probably the second or first best, I guess, in our group of like 15 friends from band that all played Halo, and I don't know.
So
we used to have like LAN parties and stuff in my garage, and bring like four Xboxes and four screens and stuff. It was great.
So in terms of gaming as well, so like which was your first MMO? I mean, was it Final Fantasy 14 or?
My first MMO experience was I played Final Fantasy 11.
Yes. Sorry.
Like I only played it for like a week or two.
Oh damn.
I never got to play. Like I was like, my friend had a free account or something, and like, you know, when you get the first month, I think, for free still back then.
Yeah, I think so, like 30 days free or something like that. Yeah. And
he got that, and like he liked it. I kept playing it at his house and stuff, and he just never. I think he never went through with it too much, and he just like let it die off. And I never had a computer good enough to play it at the time.
Yeah, because back then it was like, you know, like a really like top notch game that came out. You know, thinking, oh my god, like, you know. Yeah, it was amazing to play that game. I mean, I played it for 12 years. I still have a sub now. So.
But in 2007, when I graduated high school, I went to college, and like the next, you know, after the summer was over, I went to college and I went to stay in the dorms. And that first night, like my roommate didn't show up that weekend. I showed up on Friday night, like, and you know, classes didn't start till Monday. My roommate didn't show up till like Sunday morning, I think. So I was alone on Friday, and then Saturday I was alone. And like halfway through the day, I'm like, you know what? I drove to Walmart because I had just got a laptop, like, you know, a few days before I went to college, because my mom bought me one. Hold on, I need some water.
If you need to take a minute and get some water, that's cool.
I got something in my throat. Sorry, I was like eating crackers. I think I got some in my throat.
Yeah, I can relate. My throat plays up when I eat a lot of dairy and stuff. It makes me go, you know. So it's all good.
But yeah, and And so I went and bought World of Warcraft like that night, and I played that for a while, and I actually found out somebody else in the dorms played it too, and like I don't know, I got hooked on it for
A
I
long
don't
time,
know,
I'm guessing.
a good few months.
Oh, okay.
It was in 2007, so it was like late BC. It was like during Burning Crusade, and I quit. I don't know, like half, 3/4 of the way through that first semester of college, so like 2 or 3 months. It wasn't too long, but that was like my first like real MMO that I actually played myself.
So, have you actually played any of the Final Fantasy games? I mean, other than 14, of course, we're about to sort of build up to that now, but
that's a whole can of worms with me. But Final Fantasy is one of the things that arguably got me into gaming more than anything.
I can relate.
Like
So, which was it 7 that you started off with? I'm guessing, or
close. It was 8.
Oh, 8. Okay. Because you're a few years younger than me.
The first time I got a PlayStation, I knew what Final Fantasy was,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked RPGs. So I just played Legend of the Dragoon, and I was like, I think it was Legend of the Dragoon. Yeah. And I grew up playing Pokemon and stuff, like Pokemon Blue when that was first like came out. Like I remember playing that. I even had a Digimon thing. I caught a lot of these things early, but some of them I didn't stick with long. But something about seeing Final Fantasy VIII's opening cutscene when I first got a PlayStation 1 was I just like I don't know.
Yes. I remember this.
I went back and got 7, and then I think 9 was already out by then, and I got 9.
And you just went and played from like 8, 9, and just went through.
And then 10 came out and a PS2, and I got that like right when that came out, and I got Kingdom Hearts right when it came out, and things. I've always been intrigued by Square's work.
Me too. I think I started with 7, fell in love, played that like I literally started a new game like every day because I just wanted to start the game again. It was just the story gripped me. I think seeing Final Fantasy VIII, I actually had a demo from back when they you used to get magazines, like PlayStation magazines, and you get a demo and you can watch trailers and stuff of new games coming out. And I saw the Final Fantasy VIII one, and I totally lost my shit. I'd watched it like 100 times. I was like, dude, I cannot wait for this. This looks amazing. It was like. It came to a realization for me where I was like, this game doesn't follow on from 7, so this is interesting. And from 8 onwards, I just kept on. I just straight away kept on.
That's one of the first things I actually knew about it. I actually knew that more than anything is that like because my friend played it, but I never really got into it. I guess whenever I was at his house, we would play like Diablo 2 or Digimon World or something, and he played. I mean, I saw him playing Final Fantasy VII one day. I thought it was interesting, but when I went to the store to get my PlayStation shortly after, it was like I think set 8 was the only one that they had. So I was like, why not? He's like,
just pick up 8. Yeah.
He's like that's fine. That I'll let you borrow 7, and then he didn't have 8, so hey, cool.
So you sort of traded games and lent him 8, and you played 7. So you've played 7. Yeah. So you've played 7, 8, 9, and 10. And obviously
all of them except for 2, 3. I think I haven't played like 2 and 3, and
I think I'm the same. I think
I've played 4 once, and on like I think that's the one that's on the DS, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think did you complete them all then? When you say play them, have you completed them all?
No, I never played SOCOM. By the way.
Yeah, no,
I never really liked. Never been my kind of game.
He's asking because Alpha 1 is like a name from that game, and you would talk to. I don't know how it would work now. You could say it was like one of the first online games that was actually out. It was on PS2, I think, and I think you could like tell your team like Alpha, Delta, Bravo, and the rest of it, and Charlie and stuff. You can tell them to move to different positions. I think so. I think that's why Alpha 1 was bringing that up. But it was a good game. I think I tried it. It was really interesting back when it was like kind of one of the first online games to come out. So
yeah. I played Call of Duty, the first one, which I thought was great. I like Black Ops 1, and I kind of like Black Ops 2. But other than that, I'm not really much into a lot of those games.
FPS games. So I mean, the Circum, I don't think.
FPS.
Yeah,
I like
Circum.
Halo
I don't think
and stuff. So
Circum, from what I remember, I don't think it was FPS. It was. I think it was like third person, maybe. I mean, maybe Alpha One will correct me there. But you know, whenever you mention that you play all these games, obviously, again, I'm just totally amazed that you can play. That you can play video games with one arm. I don't know if I'm just. It's just me or anyone else in the Twitch chat agrees. But I mean, it just literally every time you go, I played this game, my brain goes. I'm like, what, really? My mind blown, you know. But so how long have you played Final Fantasy 14 now? Because like, this is a kind of again, I say it's a new style MMO. I suppose it is and it isn't. It's like 4 years old now. I can't play with mouse and keyboard for the life of me. So the fact that you again play with one arm is just it's incredible. So I mean, playing 14 as well, and how you started. Did you have to adapt to anything differently to play the game?
Well, honestly, 14 was slow enough at the pacing of it, and by then I had already poured dozens and dozens of days into like Diablo 3, and it's this I have a similar layout on the keyboard and stuff.
That's good.
So it was kind of, it wasn't that much of a, you know, especially with how slow you actually learn, you know, 14 and how slow you gain skills and stuff. But I started back in like, I want to say September of 2013, right after 2.0 launch, like a month maybe after launch, something like that. Whenever that was, because I think it launched in August, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I remember anyway. But
are you talking about A Realm Reborn? Are you?
Yeah, Realm Reborn.
I think it was in August. I think
I couldn't have played 1.0 because my computer wouldn't have been able to handle.
Oh no, I know. I know.
Played ARR.
I did actually own 1.0, and I tried to play it on my laptop back then because I never had a PC until 4 years ago. So I bought it, and I bought my girlfriend the copy as well, and I bought like the special. Oh my god. Sorry, OneArmedBandit. Just a moment. We've just got somebody subscribed right now. Chris.
Hype. That's hype.
Dude, like. Chris, thank you so much for subbing 2 months in a row. That's crazy, dude. Sorry, it's like taking a minute out to sort of say thank you so much. Also, Chris, thank you so much for hosting me, dude. You are amazing. I kind of lost track of thought. Oh yeah, so like I don't know. I just can't kind of come to grips with mouse and keyboard. I'm trying to teach myself, and I don't think it's impossible. But I grew up playing 14, let's say, since I've been playing video games like on controller, so it's always hard to not be like a PC gamer, and it's hard to kind of teach myself. But I do believe I will try to do it in the future. But yeah, I think it came out in August, around Reborn, when it was like kind of, let's say, remade. And I think I'm trying to think when the PS3 launch was, because that's when I started playing 14. I don't know when that was.
What? I want to say it was like within a year.
Yeah, I think it was roughly a year later, because when I started playing, I think like things like Binding Coil and all that was already out, and Crystal Tower was at the first raid that was out and stuff. So
yeah, I remember playing before Crystal Tower, and then I played Crystal Tower, and then that's around the time I quit, right before the second like part of World of Darkness came out.
So what did you quit for? I mean, did you just like wanted a break, or you didn't like it at the time, or?
Well, part of it was like I had the same group of friends that I played Diablo with, and they all kind of went to 14, and we still played Diablo, but like I don't know, I went to 14 and like played with them for a few months, and we started raiding Coil, and it was a great experience. But Twintania literally like rammed my butt into the ground so many times that I just got to where I don't know, because that glitch for that whole first month just like was disheartening as hell, because we couldn't. I don't know, I felt like I didn't even know that most of us didn't even know it existed, I think. Because none of us were paying attention to anything. We're just like, ooh, the new fight's out, let's fight it. Like, yeah, and we just threw our heads against it for so long, and then, but it was only like me and a couple of my friends. Like the rest of the group was people we didn't know, but they were already a group of friends, and some of them had to have been 1.0 players, because like they already had like 50s in every class and every profession and stuff. Like I'm like, you know, within months. So they must have, you know, they had to have been. That's what I think it is looking back now, but. I don't know, something about that experience like threw some of my friends off and me off a little bit too, and they decided to go back to WoW, and I was like, I've always kind of wanted to go back to WoW, and I just went to it, and for some reason I got lost in it again.
Yeah, no, a lot of
And
people do that. They go back for a few months, they love it, they enjoy it, and they get lost in the game again. They go, "Oh my god, I miss this game so much."
I got bored with 14. Like honestly, if 14 was still like it was in 2.0, I don't think I'd be playing it right now.
Yeah, it was pretty stale. I mean, Yoshi P was still trying to make all these huge changes.
I get it now. Like I know now that I've done all this research about it, I'm like, wow, he's actually like turned this around from such like an awful like state that it's impressive.
Did you watch
So,
the No Clip documentary?
Yeah, yes, I did. That was actually a very good documentary.
It's incredible. I wish I had it linked. I would link it in chat. But if anyone wants to watch an incredible documentary about Final Fantasy 14, because cut me open, I bleed the game, I'm telling you. But it's like a 3-part or 4-part series by YouTubers called No Clip, and I'd highly recommend watching it, especially if you want to find out a bit more about 14. I'm obsessed.
Just did one about like Fallout 76, I think is the newest one that just came out with. Like I watch a lot of their documentaries just because I find them interesting. I like the way they cover. I like the way they make. I like watching documentaries. That's so weird.
Yeah, full stop. Yeah.
I don't know why. They're so entrancing sometimes.
So in terms of Final Fantasy 14 and just casually playing the game, I mean, do you do raiding as well?
Yeah.
So you do Savage raiding?
Yeah.
Dude, that fucking blows my mind.
I've had a weird tier. I've had a really weird tier where like I was with a group for a while and we spent so long on 07, but I was like, we were all buddies and stuff. I just didn't want to leave. I was just like, we'll get it eventually. And I ended up spending the entire tier stuck on that. And then we got to Kefka like what 2 or 3 months ago, right around the time, about a month before I started streaming. So like 3 months ago, we finally got to Kefka, and then so basically we spent half the raid tier stuck on Guardian. Then we get to Kefka and we just start regressing again. And I don't know, like I feel like we just wasted a lot of time. I think I still haven't beat Kefka, but I'm on 3rd Forsaken, and like I just need. I'm with a little bit more of a serious static now. That's like no talking, no whatever. Like we're real serious. I don't even stream during this because I just wanted to get it done.
Really,
so,
you don't stream it?
No, I don't. Not right now.
Because it's a distraction, or
that and my internet too.
Yeah, and you don't want to lag, and
I don't want a single second of lag. I just want to get the shit over with. So like I've been really seriously just I don't know, pushing towards it. So we just need the clean run now, basically. I haven't got to Enrage yet, but like we've gotten to 3rd Forsaken. I'm just waiting to. I've pretty much seen every mechanic. We just have to get everything sorted out.
Well, I mean, dude, I'm just about almost hitting Enrage. So I mean, the fact again, I keep going on about it because I find it so just so interesting and incredible. But the fact that you do all this with one arm, I just think, holy crap, because you are clearly a better player than me. So because the fact that you can you've raided as far as you've got, it blows my mind. So I don't know. I just it's incredible. So maybe it's just kind of like ignorant for me to keep pointing out they got one hand, but I just think it's so interesting, dude. Like it's cool. I don't know. I mean, I really admire that.
But I'm just really tired of looking at God Kefka's toes. I'm tired of those toes.
Oh, like, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. But, trust me.
I'm just ready to go into Ultimate because I really think I could do it. I don't know. I missed the last Ultimate because I spent so long. Because I quit playing during the last raid tier because of like personal reasons, but I don't know, like when I came back I got toward the end of it and I just never did Ultimate. I could never really find a group that I could stick with. So it's sad that I never saw that fight. All of it.
I know what you mean. I wish I tried that as well, to be honest, but again, you needed to have. I mean, have you raided all of Coil, all of Alexander? Have you like raided everything?
Almost. I've done like half of Alexander. I didn't play during that period of time because that's when I quit playing. I quit playing for a few years actually. I came back in 2016. So I quit from like I played for maybe the first 6 months. So like I played the end of 2013, the beginning of 2014. Then I missed the end of 2014 and all of 2015. I didn't play during any of that time at all. So I missed most of Alexander, but like when I started playing, it was like the end. It was like 3.5, 3.4 or something like that. So I did go back and play some of it. I did all on normal and.
Do you mean 2.4? Sorry.
Yeah, and.
Oh yeah.
No, 3. No, definitely 3. That's when I came back. I came back during like 2016, during like the end of Heaven's Word, because I didn't play the beginning of Heaven's Word at all.
Okay.
Yeah, when I came back, I slowly wanted to get back into raiding, but I wasn't really sure. I was raiding in WoW at the time still, so I was taking things a little bit more seriously in that direction. But I've done a lot of WoW raiding too. Mythic raiding, mythic dungeons. I love hard and challenging things because I love to test myself.
I mean, clearly
that's part of my drive. That's part of my drive.
So for anyone just tuning in, I was going to do some Kefka prog tonight with Luna, but she wasn't feeling very well, so she wanted to lay down. So I figured I'd take the opportunity to kind of talk with some of the like viewers that come in the streams and other streamers and stuff. This will probably be the last one for tonight anyway. But so I'm not obviously going to be raiding tonight, but I just wanted to kind of at least chat to OneArmedBandit in particular. So I mean, this all like what we're talking about right now will be on YouTube. So if people want to kind of watch back and hear about anything that we're talking about right now, you can do that right now.
I was even going to ask you about that. I was like, that's cool. But if you're putting it on YouTube, that's totally fine. I just want to have something to link to.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, people want to if people want to like watch it back, or people who missed the stream, or just want to hear about a particular person, or anything like that. Chad, I've already interviewed Kidori, so like things like Kidori's interview. Like I said interviews, it sounds too official, but not quite interview. I just want to get to know people. I just want to chat with them.
It's kind of like an interview, though. It's
a little bit.
It's like a podcasty got a vibe to it.
Yeah, I just it's casual. I don't want anyone to be intimidated by that. But I mean, it'll go on YouTube, and I'm not sure what I'll call it yet. And maybe I want to make this a kind of regular thing with everyone in Twitch chat if they want to find out a little bit about them, because there's so many talented people out there. I'm looking at you right now, OneArmedBandit in particular, but there's so many. K is a bum. Nice. Nice. That's a nice comment to read. There's so many talented streamers that many of us should like know. And I dropped by OneArmedBandit's stream, and I was like, dude, like why are you on like 23 followers? Like, I need to like help you out there. I need to like get some attention your way, because you deserve a lot more attention. And the fact that you're so open and proud, like maybe not proud is not the word, but I mean, I'm certainly proud, but you're so open about it that you even have an arm cam, which I think is absolutely amazing, dude, because you're so sorry.
And like I said, I just set that up like a few days ago because. And I feel like this is like a good sign that because the way you said it, you like that. I think that's kind of cool. Like I was hoping that it wasn't like weird. I felt like it was weird the first time I ever did it.
Yeah, because some people might be like, all right, okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was ignorant. I looked at your name, OneArmedBandit, and I was like, yeah, just you can be OneArmedBandit. It's the name, right? People go for all sorts of names. People are even silly enough to be called anime names, Neon. But like the fact that that I went to a stream and I could see you have an arm cam, it's like the admiration, like, oh my god, like it's like you're like spreading awareness almost about. And almost like not showing off, but like you're showing that it's not going to stop you from playing any game, let alone Final Fantasy XIV. And I think it was when I saw that, I was like, dude, like, and then I heard your voice, I was like, dude, I just kept them like, I was like, I need to like talk to this guy or something sometime. So the minute I was like gonna just sort of chill tonight, I was like, I'm gonna talk to Kidori, and then I'm glad that we already kind of went to your stream and we showed you some love and stuff, and then you came straight into my stream straight after, which thank you for coming, but I was like, dude, I need to like talk to this man right now, because I've already plugged you on my stream. Like I spoke about you for like 5 or 10 minutes, and that's when all the followers came in, because I just wanted to kind of, you were live and I knew that you were gonna stream. That's why I asked you earlier when you're gonna end stream, and I wanted to share the love while you're live, rather than just you waking up and having like an extra 10, 12, 13 followers. So I wanted to kind of, and it's so encouraging when you're streaming and you get all this like love coming your way, because I don't know if you've ever been raided by and I'm not a big streamer, but a big streamer, but I wanted to just as little as it is, or as much as it is, whatever, I just wanted to talk to you, and I wanted to share, and I also wanted to show you that you do have what it takes, because clearly you're not letting your arm stop you. So the fact that you know, you've just got to keep believing in yourself on Twitch. It can be a kick in the teeth sometimes when you're streaming and nobody turns up, and the fact that you know, I remember what it's like. I mean, I've only been streaming 2 months, damn it, so I'm talking like I've been doing it for years, but I remember what it was like. How long have you
been streaming?
2 months, my good sir. So I've not been streaming that long.
So we started streaming at about the same time.
Yes. So I mean, and I got lucky, and I thank Pharos every day. I can't tell you what he's done for me.
I think Pharos too. I can't tell you either, because it's really embarrassing. But Pharos saved me from making an ass out of myself. He's a great dude. Like I feel like I owe everything. Like, because if he didn't like inform me of, we just sat down and had a talk one day, and it was like, at first I was like, holy crap, Pharos talking to me.
So you can tell us. You can tell us about this if you'd like. Like, if you wanna.
No, I don't.
If it's too personal, then you don't want to bring it up, and I can understand that. But like, I know what you're saying. Like,
But I don't know. He just like he explained to me a few things. He got me like set on the right path, and I was just like, by the way, I've been watching a lot of you TTT streamers, TTT streamers for like freaking almost a year at this point, because one day Happy rated Pharos, and I guess I've been watching Happy for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, me too.
And I used to watch a lot of. I only watched Happy, and then I watched like a lot of like Pokemon shiny hunters, because I would just sit there and like shiny hunt with the stream or something. I don't know. I was just bored back then.
Yeah, and just like killing time, passing time, and I suppose in a sense you're educating yourself a little bit, because it's like, oh, so this happens on streams.
Like I said, I educated myself about a lot of different streaming and a lot of different things and which way I wanted to go about it. But... yeah,
like what type of streamer do you want to be? What, like, because that's the thing about watching Twitch. A lot of people don't know is that when you are watching Twitch, you kind of if you're interested in becoming a streamer, you're educating yourself, and I think it's really important to not just go around, I'm going to be a streamer and stream, which in all honesty I kind of did that, but at least I'd watch like Mr. Happy's videos. I watched his like State of the Realm. I tried to watch Unchained and all these other Final Fantasy 14 podcasts, and it all that kind of builds you as a character to what kind of content creator that you want to be. I mean, I have many inspirations to like who made me who I am today, but I don't know. I think like if you're just going to go into streaming thinking I'm going to be a streamer, it's kind of I know a lot of content creators say it, but you've got to not have that mindset, and also you've got to be prepared for the grind, because it's hard. Like I mean, and it is. And one thing I noticed about you as well, OneArmedBandit, is that when you're streaming, like even though I mean, like no offense as well, like it was just me in the Twitch chat when you were just starting streaming, you were still talking, dude, and I was like, dude, you know what? Like I was so proud of you. I was like, it's only you, or it may look like it's only you in chat, and you just pretended that no matter what, that there is someone there, and that's really, really hard to do.
It's hard to do. I've only been practicing it for like 2 months. Like I said, I started like 2 months ago, but it is hard. Like I said, I brought up my YouTube channel earlier, but like I started that in like 2013, and like I said, I started with prank videos and all this crap, and then before I knew it, I was doing like Magic the Gathering card pack openings and stuff, and I didn't know what I wanted to do, and like I finally I spent years. It's been 5 years obviously since that, and only 2 months in streaming, but now like I know what I want to do now, and it's taken me this long. That's why I've never rushed anything, and I don't really care. I just want to do something I enjoy. I don't care if I ever get big. I'm not trying to get big. I'm just trying to share my point of view, my struggle, what I have to do, and what I think, what I like to talk about, things that I like, and where I want to go. Like that's just even if I work a full-time job and just like make videos and stream just to have fun and talk to a few people for the rest of my life, that's cool. I want to at least do something, because I love playing games and I love talking to people. So why not do those two at the same time? Why not talk to people while playing? I don't know. I
get what you're saying.
It just fits me so well, and I kind of suck in person. I'm a casual I'm really casual. I used to be so outgoing in high school, but I've just gotten so like cynical with the world lately that I don't know. I just kind of just do
laid back a bit.
I've gotten way more laid back, and I don't really. I'll talk to you, but I'm not like gonna like chit chat. But like for some reason, when I'm like live, I'm playing a game anyway, and I love playing games. And for some reason, I kind of talk to myself a little bit when I play games alone.
Mm.
But like a lot of it's inner monologue, and like I've watched a lot of other like Corgi, like she's a great
Oh
TTTT streamer,
yeah,
and
Corgi is
I watched
amazing. Mm-hmm.
like her and like a couple other people. I watched a lot of different like videos on like talking to your like voicing your inner monologue and how important that is on Twitch. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I never even thought about that. Like that, I have an inner monologue all the damn time. Why don't I just like learn to like spit it
It's like,
out
yeah,
in the best I can,
express that, but even that's learning and it's hard to do.
even if it sounds stupid?
Did you
Because it
watch?
sounds
Did you
stupid
watch the YouTube
sometimes.
video by, I think her name was like Hey Shady Lady? Did you watch that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
so.
dude. That video, I was like educating myself back in like December, just gone, and I was like watching this and just trying to like learn how to, because I was a Let's Player before Twitch.
Yeah, I saw
Hashtag
that.
sell
I
out.
went to your YouTube. I actually got on your YouTube channel about a
Hmm.
couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh crap,
Just
he's
have a
been doing a lot
look.
of Let's Plays. I should dive into these sometime and find
Yeah.
some."
I mean, hell, they're embarrassing now because Twitch. The one thing, a few things that I can say about Twitch is it's much more raw, so you can just kind of just be yourself. I mean, my streams are just
Yeah,
lewd. They're kind of like laid back, and we're all kind of dirty minded, or at least people just sort of play along and stuff. And I'm trying to kind of balance that out a little bit, but that was just like the kind of like, let's say, the kind of like lewd or real version of me. I mean, I'm pretty like that anyway. Maybe not as much in real life, but it's just like I love to just have fun on stream a lot, you know, with people, and that's all I do. But I mean, I honestly, I always say to myself, I got lucky on Twitch. Like, I'm not I say this a lot, but I'm not a big streamer. I'm just more than happy with what I've got right now. The fact that all this is happening to me right now, and I'm sharing it with all you guys as well, is just, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know why you guys watch me, but I'm just like, but so thankful every single day. You have no idea. I wake up every morning, and it sounds
it's
cheesy.
because I feel like it is cheesy, but but being genuine is an important thing. I think, especially with like how things are going these days, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Twitch is again like a little bit like YouTube, maybe not as bad as YouTube, but it's very
It's still
saturated.
going downhill in a certain way, and like a certain kind of a way. And I don't want to get into that too much, but
Yeah, I know.
yeah, YouTube has gotten really bad too. Like I'm kind of scared for YouTube, but that's why I still create content on there that I want. Like I'll do anime reviews. I'm actually working on one right now.
Mm.
Is
I
that
mean,
I like to write too. I'm good at writing and poetry and
would
stuff.
you like me to post your YouTube channel in the Twitch chat? Because I know you can, but I mean, if you DM me it on Discord, I can link it if people want to see, if you still use it.
Sure. Yeah, I still use it. I
Yeah,
don't upload very
I mean, dude,
often, but like,
I'm here to talk about you. I know that's probably a little bit daunting, but like, if you've got anything you want me to link, anything that you're working on, or anything like that, anything you want people to kind of check out, you know, just DM me the links, and I'll post them in, and people can have a look, and we can talk about it if you want. It's up to you.
sure. Yeah, sure, man.
Hmm. I mean, that's why I
Maybe
want
my
to talk to you,
YouTube.
because you're amazing, you're awesome. I want to learn as much as I can about you as a person and anything really. So I just, you know, if we've got any links or anything like that, I'm there. I'm there for you, dude. I'm there. I'm gonna be posting for you.
Sure, man. Hey, that's sweet, man. Yeah, you get like I like that kind of idea of like paying it forward like that. That's always that's part of why I wanted to join TTTT, because even Pharaoh said that he's like, you know, you have to be in the one and be in this community for everybody, not just yourself. I'm like,
Yeah.
that sounds perfect. That's exactly what I want. I want to meet people. I just want to play games and meet people, that and like meet people that like the same games as me, so I can talk to them, because I'm surrounded by people in real life that don't like a lot of the things I like. So, you know,
Well, you're in a Twitch chat who apparently like a lot of things that you like, you know, and whether it would just be
obviously.
Final Fantasy 14, but you're always in a safe place in my chat, and I'm sure in many of the other Together to Top streamers, you're always in a safe chat there. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
And that's
definitely
why I
not
like
taking
it.
out Together to the Top out of my community. I'm honestly, I'm actually tempted to make a thing of it, because I just I need to kind of feel like I want to express my love for it a lot more, and I want to kind of re-spark the passion for it. So
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy good. And trust me, like I'll tell you something now. So how I started was I was just streaming 14, and then I didn't get any sort of attention. And Pharos like knew who I was, but didn't even know I streamed. I never said, "Oh, do I stream?" or anything like that. I didn't say anything, right? And I was streaming at the time for maybe a couple of weeks or something. And then I went, I'll stream Final Fantasy 9 because maybe it'll be nice that I stream a different game and somebody can, and also it's a different added commentary to it because I'm not playing an online game. I'm playing a single player, so maybe I would read out the game or maybe I wouldn't. And I was trying to like dive into something else. Anyway, one day, Evaneris, who I had no idea who she was, came over and raided me with like 20 people. It broke me up. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was like, Evaneris, thank you for the follow, and I didn't know who she was, and I went, wait a minute, and I saw my Twitch numbers go up, and I was like, holy shit, I'm losing my mind right now. And it was like, it made my day. And the reason why she raided me is because I had in my community tag together to the top. I actually said to Pharos in stream, can I put it in my handle, like my community tabs, and where do I sign up? I want to be a part of this. I was convinced that people were growing and all this, so I asked him, and he just was like, yeah dude, you don't need to sign up, you just put it in, and if that's your feeling about it. And he promoted it and told me about it, and then from there on, me and Evaneris became friends, and I was much more like, oh my god, this is real. It's not like I was from a YouTube background where people would sub for sub and all this. So I was thinking, like, I was like kind of discouraged that it wasn't gonna work. So I was just happy the fact that Evaneris had came over. She didn't even know who I was. And I remember when I ended my stream, I went to her VOD to check what she said, and she just basically found me on a whim by saying, I'm trying to find someone in Together to the Top who's streaming an older Final Fantasy, and she found me. And then from there onwards, that got me a little bit of exposure, a few follows in. And then from there on, it was just downhill with like Pharos coming over. And that was it. I ended my stream one night, hosted actually, Pharos, and he went, oh, thank you so much, Neon, you stream? So it kind of just, it went from there on. And then he never followed me, sad face, until one day he just came in on a whim one day. I had like 2 or 3 viewers, a few real life friends came in. Then Pharos, the clip is actually on YouTube. People have probably already seen it, but yeah, the rest is history from there. If no one's seen that video, that's pretty much my thank you video to Pharos, and you can see that I got a little bit destroyed. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, just with 20 people. And from there on, friendships with Kadoria and the rest of many people were born. And the next time I streamed, I was an affiliate, and people started subbing, and I was going, dude, you can do that? so no, I don't know. But anyway, enough about me. That's just. I mean, I say I got lucky. So.
Yeah, I honestly like, and it's great that I honestly feel like you're this. I mean, okay. The thing with Pharos didn't make me feel lucky. I mean, in that exact way, but like having you jump in there with all those follows, really, like I was like, I didn't know what the hell I was doing for a second there. I was actually just about to end my stream too, so I just kept streaming for like another 30 minutes. I was like, cool.
So can I just, like, not to blow my own trumpet here, but can you like describe to me, and obviously the Twitch chat and anyone listening, what was like the feeling like of, obviously you had 23 followers anyway, maybe they were friends or real life friends or a few of them together to top streamers. What was it like to get like that immediate attention when you just saw like these followers were just coming in? Like, what was going through your mind? What did you think had happened?
Let me show you, like, let me tell you about like how my experience so far has been.
Sure, of course.
So far, like, okay, I was in a static with the 2 other kind of, they're probably like about, they don't have as many active viewers as you would usually, but they're kind of like they've been around for a while, and some of them have been around for years, and they're really cool, and like they just kind of like, I was like, I want to stream. I've been working on it. I've been slowly getting my stuff. And when I finally got my computer like 4 months ago, and I had it for like a month and a half, I was like, oh, I want to get a second monitor first, and then this and that. And then I got the webcam, and then I got the mic and the audio's interface and all this stuff. And now that I'm finally got like everything, and I started with just a crappy webcam in my second thing. And like, I've been adding this stuff over the last 2 months, but like, at first, like, I had a pretty good stream that first week where I had like 5 or 6 people hanging out for a few hours. But other than that, it just like, I kind of died out, and I didn't have anybody come in. I had like 0 to 1 to 2 viewers, and they would just come in for a second, see that my quality was bad, and they would leave. But I also was advertising it as like, one arm guy plays this, but like I just had the camera at my face because I felt it was weird to point it down like that. But like when I finally started to think about it, like I was like, maybe I really do need to try to market like that, or at least like show people what's unique about me, if anything else. So I decided to take my second cam and point it like that. And like, that was only a couple of days ago, but obviously like just having you say that you like my setup, I was like, wait a minute, that's like a confirmation, like a mental confirmation that, hey, that's actually not like a weird thing, but like it works. It shows me something about you immediately, like without having to say anything. I'm like, okay, I get that. Like my brain kind of snapped.
So to interrupt you real quick, I've got a quick question, and to interrupt you there real quick. So when you were advertising, obviously, like One Arm Man plays this, were you just kind of scared or worried that you would like throw people off because, or not tune in because you had one arm? Was that going through your mind, or was that not a factor?
Part of it was that, but part of it was more that, I don't know, maybe I was just thinking that I'll just say that, and if they want proof, I'll just show them really quick or something. But I don't really need to show that. I just want people to I want people to watch for me, not necessarily because I have one hand. So I almost was hiding it, but I was still being honest about it because that's like, I feel like eventually I wanted to get there, but I just didn't want to like do it too soon. But I just felt like I'm ready now. Like, yeah, I'm confident enough with how I have my stream set up and what I want to do with it and stuff that I'm like, okay, now I can kind of go and like just let it all go.
So, I mean, the only kind of way that
really good.
Yeah, sorry, you were gonna say about like
it felt really good when you came in, man. Like that. I don't know. Like I was shocked, pretty, really shocked. I mean, you said you were coming back, but I'm like, I that's fine and all. I believed you, but I'm just like,
whatever, man. Like if I see you again, I'll see you again. Anybody. Well, no,
I've heard that from
and that's what that's what I wanted to kind of like show. I wanted to say to people like, when I say something like, oh, I'm gonna help you get this or that, I can't talk for like the rest of the Twitch chat when they go over and send you followers or anything. So I can't make them do it. I really was like, come on, man. Like it's a following is free. Like you're clicking a button. I mean, you can turn notifications off, whatever. But just when I saw people going over and actually following you, I was like, dude, I was like, we've got 3 followers. I was like, dude, I can see that you've already sent 3 followers, because I had the stream up. I couldn't hear you because obviously the whole like the Twitch chat would be able to hear it. But I was just like, I wanted to do what I could to support, and I will continue to do this to other streamers and other people who I certainly feel that deserve the attention. And
that's how it should be, I think.
And hopefully, like say I do this and people love the way I do it. Maybe let's say I'm not calling out anyone here, but let me just as an example. Let's say Chad goes, okay, guys, in his stream one night, let's just go over, show some love, and he sends someone over, and he sends like while he's streaming, and they still come back to watch. Where they came from, like Chad like to say on a stream, like, let's go and share the love, and just I'm raving about this guy or this person. They were really kind to me, they were helpful, and they deserve more attention. We go over and get some followers. Maybe then whoever he did that to will do the same thing, and we'll have that growing and that together to the top chain effect, which I hopefully can make more power to do that. As I'm hoping I grow
maybe
over.
Maybe one day sometime soon I'll be able to raid you and get you a few followers. You never know.
I wouldn't expect that of anyone, but
exactly.
If
that's the other beauty of it. You shouldn't expect anything, but like it's still nice to do. So like I know I'll never waste that opportunity. If I get that power at any time, I will never waste that. I would always want to like try to at least share things with people that I like, people that like, so that way, because I know if people like something that I like, the odds are they're going to like other things I like that or like, there's a good chance that if I raid this person, that somebody might find somebody new to watch, you never know. I've found so many great streamers over the years by getting raided from random, people that I had no idea they existed. And all of a sudden it's like, whoa, how did I miss this or something? Or like, I'm looking in this channel all the time. Maybe I just was never looking when that person was on, or,
So Again, to just kind of, in case anyone's just joining in, so we also have the awesome Stack who's just coming in. I just wanted to say a few words to Stack really quick. So Stack, we were just kind of talking about this. OneArmedBandit, you can say hello quickly. Go. So Stack, we're talking to one of my great friends now, OneArmedBandit. He's also a Together to the Top streamer, and I was very, very ignorant. I'm not sure if Stack who knows who OneArmedBandit is. I'm sure OneArmedBandit knows who Stack is, and Stack is brilliant, by the way. But we're talking about OneArmedBandit, and I was very ignorant. Didn't really click. Thank you so much, OneArmedBandit.
Seems good, friends.
I was very ignorant, and his name was OneArmedBandit, and I was like, all right, cool name. So I went to his stream earlier on, and he actually has one arm, and he plays Final Fantasy 14. So I thought this was just amazing. And me and Stack were kind of just like having a few words the other night, or the other morning, or whatever time it was, because it was a hell of a long chat, Stack. But we were just talking about how like cool it would be to be able to kind of talk to our viewers and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing tonight, Stack. I'm kind of, yeah, I know. I just think it's because we chatted for more than like an hour or two. It was more like 8 hours or something. I felt like it, but it was amazing. But yeah, so this is what I'm doing tonight. So tonight, Stack, I'm talking to you in particular because you just came in, and I know we're definitely on the same wavelength of Together to the Top. But tonight I wanted to raid Kefka, hence the title of the stream. But my raid buddies needs a bit of a laydown and stuff like that. And I think it was a perfect opportunity, off on a whim and off the top of my head here, randomly and spontaneously to interview or to talk to some people on stream. So I've spoken to Kidori for an hour and recorded it, and it will be going on my YouTube channel. And it was a long ass time. But also, I thought I'd also talk to OneArmedBandit, because I'd kind of plugged OneArmedBandit in the stream, and we give shout outs to people, but I wanted to stop and take 5 to 10 minutes and actually just talk about OneArmedBandit. It was at 23 followers, and I popped in early and was super proud of, like, he has like
almost 40 now, I think.
Yeah, like that dude. So you're at like he's got one arm, he plays 14, he has an arm cam, which I think is fantastic. I'd say keep it there, be proud of like what you've got and be proud of what you do. And he had 23 followers, and the last I saw he had like 35. Everyone in Twitch chat were amazing. They went over, they sent him some love. A lot of people didn't know he was in Together to the Top, but now they friggin' do, because this guy deserves certainly a lot more attention. So, I hope nobody like kind of minds that I want to kind of talk about someone else for a change. And I know my goddamn Twitch title is something different. I'll make it a thing, I promise. But yeah, so Stack, this is OneArmedBandit, and I'm super proud of him.
I just want to say one funny thing that like I had a friend in real life that I managed to get him to download Twitch on his phone last night, or on his Xbox. And I got him to come into the stream like right after you did, I think, and or after you left or whatever, and he was just in there talking. Like I was just like, I want you to come by and to talk to me, because I want somebody to talk to, because I'm tired of talking to myself. I'm tired of nobody being around, and I just want somebody to talk to. And then you just kind of like flooded everything, and it was great. And he actually kind of like he stopped talking and he started texting me. He's like, "Where'd all these people come from?" He's like, I thought you told me you only have 1 or 2 people that I'd be able to talk to you. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on, man.
Stack, thank you so much for following OneArmedBandit. Stack is like, honestly, he's hilarious in his streams and stuff. So he now follows you, OneArmedBandit. So you better watch out, my good sir, because you may not think, I'll just do this for fun. But dude, we are... Hopefully,
I think I'm following Stack. Let me just make sure.
If you're not, you make sure you are.
But
that's all good.
I think I am following him on YouTube. I think it was one or the other. Yeah, I'm following him on YouTube.
Well, so you better watch out, my good sir, because you may just get raided now by me, Stack, maybe Kidori, who knows. You better watch out now. So if you are not taking Twitch seriously, start to think big of yourself, dude, because you definitely deserve it. And you've definitely got my support, and many of the Twitch streamers in the chat, and maybe a lot of the chat themselves went over to support you. I mean, you were at 23, you're now at 38, and I keep saying it, but I'm so proud of you, dude. And I'm not just saying it to like look good on the stream. I'm genuinely proud of you.
Fine, man. I'm genuinely happy too. Like I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the
You owe me absolutely nothing. I'm just doing what I feel you deserve. you deserve it.
That's exactly how I feel about bits. If I'm watching a stream that I enjoy, I'll just sit there and watch ads, and I'll just throw bits at people if I'm enjoying the stream.
Dude, anything you throw at any of us, you know how big or little the bits are.
I give you bits all the time because I enjoy your stream. So,
and I don't know if you subbed or you got gifted a sub, but just the fact that I can see that you're a sub, I'm like, oh my god, like holy crap, like I don't know, it's just I don't know, I don't even know what's going on. I try not to focus on my own stream. I kind of I have this tendency to kind of want to help other people grow, because it's, to me, to get to the top is I meant like bits or you know, whatever, like it doesn't matter what they throw us. I mean, just the friendship and the time is more than enough, you know. But I've lost track of thought now. Tomashiro, hello. Neon get dishes thrown at him, he's happy. Yeah, so I don't know, dude, I feel you deserve a lot more attention, and to get to the top for me isn't just about raiding each other and hosting each other, and I'm just gonna, and like, even like what I call host and ghost, you know, if you came over and you hosted me and then you left, that's all good, like just whatever. But the fact that, to me, to get to the top isn't just about like growing as a streamer. You're growing as a person. Like you're maturing and you're educating yourself on this great platform that Twitch have provided us. And to do something most incredible with my life that I would never dream of ever doing, and that goes for you as well. Because
I wish my girlfriend understood, because she doesn't seem to understand why I'm spending so much time on here. I'm like,
my girlfriend the same.
It's something I'm enjoying, and it's something that could. Maybe it might be 5-10 years from now. It may never happen at all, but like it might be something that I could do all the time, and I could, you know, enjoy my life in like a better way than just like going into a job that I kind of like. But it's I like my job, but I don't know.
What do you do? What do you do for a living?
I file taxes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, but it's, again, like,
data
I don't know,
entry,
like,
basically.
for me, like, everything that you do is incredible, because you don't stop, like, you don't let anything hold you back from doing what you're doing, and I find that so inspiring. And I wish a lot more people had that mentality like you, and that is why I wanted to come over tonight and share the love with you, and just kind of get you the notice that you deserve it. And I meant it, and I wanted to not say something and not make it happen, and I was dreading that I was saying it, but I was like, dude, I'm gonna be back. You better watch your ass, dude, because you deserve it. And I'm not Pharos. I'm not anyone super big. If I would have had a much bigger impact on you, I'm sure. But the fact that I've managed to, you know, somewhat encourage or whatever all these people to go over and follow you. I didn't make them click a button. I didn't have their hand on the mouse to click it. They went over and wanted to click. Sorry, I got really interrupted by Lily Moon following me. Thank you so much, Lily Moon. Sorry, I just wanted to say thank you real quick. But but seriously, I don't know, dude. Like you deserve way more attention, and I'm glad that I had this like opportunity to talk to you on stream, because dude, that voice, yo.
See, that's the funny thing, is I kind of hate my voice. I like the way it sounds with my inner, like, you know, to myself.
You mean
weird,
your microphone and stuff?
Yeah, no, like you know, your inner harmonics of your skull, the way you sound to yourself, like which is slightly different than how you actually sound. Like I don't mind the way exactly, but usually people hate their inner harmonics. They hate how they sound to themselves or something. I think maybe it is the other way around. I don't know, but I don't mind that. But when I hear myself on a recording, I'm like, I can't stand it.
Stack it the nail on the head though. Everyone hates their own voice. I hate mine. That's why I'm reading his. I hate his. No, wait, that's not right. He hates his own. I hate mine. But others are like, it's so good though. And I'm like, dude, no way. I'm like exactly the same. But
dude, when I record my analysis videos for YouTube and stuff, you should see how many times I re-record myself. I'll re-record myself like 30 times. Like 40 times for like a sentence, just because I hate the way I said something, or like I hate the way one syllable sounded.
Thank you so
Like,
much
it's-
for
it's
everyone
bad.
like tuning in and like chatting in the stream. By the way, it's nice, and I've said this earlier.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, like if anyone wants to ask like OneArmedBandit any questions or anything they want to ask or anything they might have missed, you go ahead and ask in the Twitch chat, and I'm sure if OneArmedBandit wants to answer any of them, we can do that. But also, if anyone's missed this kind of conversation and want to find out a little bit more about OneArmedBandit, which people are highly missing out, I'm telling you right now, then it's going to be up on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, if people want to do it, and go over and you have to subscribe. I'm not asking you to do that, but just you know, the YouTube link is there. Ignore what my bot says; it doesn't know anything. But yeah,
If
if
you
people...
haven't subscribed to Neon, you should, because I did that a while ago. I want to watch some of the Let's Plays.
Oh my god! For me, I'm like, that is so cringe a little bit, but. Tomoshiro, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. Like, I really appreciate that.
I encourage you though to go back and listen to some of my streams before they get deleted. In like from like last week or something, when I had my crappy mic, it sounds bad.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
this mic is part of it. I spent $330 on a mic just set up. So like,
yeah, you were talking about your setup earlier. I mean, I started off with a similar kind of headset that I'm wearing right now, but I wear this headset right now because
I like your headset too. That's unique. You never see anybody on Twitch wearing that.
they don't make them anymore. I had to pay a lot of money for it. They don't make them anymore. But the reason why I do it is initially, or really, I should be using this mic right here that I'm just going to whip out and show you all. It's basically a kind of telecommunication headset, but the reason why I use it is because I can't have noise cancelling earphones because I can't hear my own voice. Like, I need to like know how loud I'm talking, which I have like loads of other cool headsets, but it's just a thing I've got. So I just use that, and you know, I'll use normal earplugs or whatever. So but I don't know what like you guys all use. It's just a thing I've got, but that's what I use. A $50 Logitech. Oh yeah, I know this one. I'm just gonna read a bit of the Twitch chat, see if there's anything that we can kind of extend on there. Wait. So Kana said another fielder. 95% of why I don't want to stream is because I hate the way my voice sounds. I feel like I sound like a raspy version of Fran Drescher. Oh my god, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare feel. Well, I mean, I would never ever let anything stop me from doing something I really want to do. Even if you didn't like the sound of your voice, I'd still go for it. Because I mean, look at OneArmedBandit. Look at OneArmedBandit. Yeah, exactly. And he's like, he's got one arm. He still plays games, and he's still like, like my mind boggles. Like how you know that is. I just find it so inspiring. I'm sorry to keep going on about it, but I just think it's amazing, dude.
It doesn't bother. It doesn't bother.
I bet it sounds good though. Don't listen to yourself there. Yeah, I agree, Stack. But I mean, I hate the way mine sounds, and I actually try to sound different on YouTube for some time, try to have a different kind of voice, or try to like scripting in Final Fantasy XIV video guides, and which I've got a lot of them. I think one of my how to unlock Red Mage and Samurai is probably one of the most viewed on YouTube. So I'm a bit like, what? And it took me like a minute and a half to do the video. It was like something ridiculous, but I just tried like scripting videos. I trained myself to do that, and trying to read the script on the screen. It was just, you know, very robotic. But I just tried to kind of just branch out and try different things, and that helped me kind of develop. I don't know. Eventually, actually, Twitch is the prime example of what got me used to talking and getting used to my own voice, because you know, you're just your regular voice. It's just you, isn't it? You know, you're not trying to be no one.
Yeah.
Which I tried to like change my pitch of voice a couple of times. I'd always want a cool, deeper sound, and have that like radio voice. And you can train yourself and stuff, but unless you're not committed, it's just like I was eventually just like, I don't care. I'm just gonna be myself. So I don't know. I don't know. You haven't listened to my voice, man. I have a really strange nasal tone while undermiming this with a tad of bassy side note. If you listen to some streamers though, they're just like that though, because you are 12 Stack. Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't mind Stack's voice. It's not bad.
Nah, I can listen to Stack for a while now, which I did the other night. That sounded really dirty. It's not how I meant it. That sounded like I listened to Stack in my spare time and fap or something. All right. So again, if people want to follow OneArmedBandit, I'll link it one more time. Trying to get him to 50 followers, you know. No, I'm kidding. But he's already at 38, and I'm just
39 now. I think.
39, dude. I can't. You just have to correct me every time.
I think they're just steadily coming in.
It's great, dude. I'm really happy for you and everyone for supporting the OneArmedBandit. It's amazing. One day we'll get him Twitch affiliate, and we're gonna change someone's life. I'm telling you right now. You sound 17 stack.
And that's another thing I've been curious about, like the idea of even starting like I have a PayPal account that's like a personal account, but then, like I met a guy. Okay, I want to tell you a quick story. If that's cool.
Sure, go for it.
Since I filed taxes, I filed taxes. I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
One day this guy walks in. This guy, he's you know, it's whatever. He just signs the thing to file his taxes. He sits down. I'm in the back doing something, and the chick who was the manager at that year, this is 2 years ago. She was the manager, and she was like, oh, like, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna have you do it. So I do this dude's taxes. I sit down. I start looking at his thing, and it's money from Twitch. And I'm like, so you're a streamer? He's like, so he's a streamer coming there to do his taxes and stuff. He's
Wow.
like a pretty decently sized streamer, actually. He usually has 50 to 60 people around his stream all the time, and he has like 11,000 followers. I don't know. He's a variety streamer, but he's a really cool dude. But I'm not gonna name him just because I don't know if he wants to be. I don't. We're not close or anything at all. But I still watch him a lot. But he's a pretty good dude, and like I learned so much about how streamers how they make money, how it works, how to file a streamer's taxes. And I'm like, this is so easy. I could do this by myself, even if I don't have this job. If I quit filing taxes here, I could just do this myself on a 1040, you know, like, or a Schedule C. Actually, it's a Schedule C. But I don't know. I just found it so interesting. I'm like, and that's another thing. I'm like, I think I really do want to stream, but that was, you know, that was 2 years ago. So that's when I really started like honing in on getting started with it. And I still watch his streams all the time, and he still inspires the shit out of me. But like, I don't know. He has more of a tight knit community, and he doesn't really like let them go out or anything. Like, they don't really which that doesn't resonate with me in the right way. So when I go to Ferris's chat one day, and like Happy got him like so many followers that when I started there, even me, and I was just like, he gave the speech or whatever about blah blah and
you mean
TTTT and all this stuff.
You mean Pharos? Did you mean? Yeah,
Pharos. And like it touched me in a certain way. I was like, God, that sounds cool, TT. And so I started checking streamers out from it. I feel guilty because over the first, you know, the however long, I only followed like 2 or 3 of the TTTT streamers.
Nothing to feel guilty
ever
for.
Since I started I've been slowly just trying to meet everybody.
Yeah.
And I think it's the craziest thing ever that I met you randomly.
So again,
like, I didn't even
not to plug myself here, but how did you find me?
I just joined for 07.
Yeah,
07?
Probably when I was doing 07, because I was doing that for a while. 07. Yeah, apparently I saw a stream.
No, it was Tsukiyomi actually.
I think. Okay.
We were learning it, or the second half of it, maybe. I don't know. It was one of those.
So did you?
I know I ran those 2 with you. I just don't remember which one was first.
So how did you actually find me? Did you search me, or did you? Well, obviously, you didn't search for me, but
I don't remember. We were just talking in a Discord. Like, I joined your Discord and I started looking around, and then I think I heard somebody talking about, because I wanted to join voice chat for strategy, and then either somebody in voice chat brought me the attention, so I started looking around your thing, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then I click on your stream, and then it says TTTT at the bottom, and I just started laughing. And
yeah, because you're just like, oh my God, I never to go to the top streamer, and yeah.
And I was like, how did I not find this dude before? Because I think it's because you're streaming usually around the same time I am, so like that might be why. Because I usually only search for Together the Top streamers like right before, or my stream, or like later at night, because I always take a decent break afterwards.
I think you're like me though. You feel guilty that you've not dropped by many streamers in Together to Top streamers, or whatever. Because I was the same.
As many as I can.
Yeah, I mean 2 months ago, I stopped by Pharos's and basically just stayed there because I love to watch him, and maybe Mr. Happy or someone, because Haps is awesome. He's he's kind, and he's always keeping the chat going, and I'm educating myself. But then Pharos started shouting out some random people, and I was just like, oh, I'll check out this person, and like Luna Bell Ring, and next day dropped over to her streams and literally we're like besties. So like we do a lot of raiding together. You know, I don't want to say like we're growing together, but we're growing at a similar pace. And I'm glad that someone else is growing from, you know, whether it be from me or from her, you know, whatever. I don't know. I'm just privileged to be doing what I'm doing. But as to kind of close the sort of let's say interview, because we've got no name for this, is there any kind of last things you want to say, OneArmedBandit, or anything like that to me or to the Twitch chat?
Maybe, I don't know.
I guess it's been a pretty overwhelming day, I suppose, because you know, like the fact that maybe your streams don't usually get the higher numbers that you want, but you're in a stream now with 20, 22, 21, it keeps going up and down, viewers in the stream right now. You know, I guess it's a little overwhelming, and the fact that you got, how many followers you get tonight? I don't even know tonight. It's like we've at least almost.
Every time I check, it's gone up. So I don't know. I'm just
well, you're now at 41. So tonight we have gained you like 18 followers.
Almost
If 18 followers tonight. So dude, like we are slowly approaching the fact that we're doubling your follower count right now. So I'm just saying right now, dude, you're 9 followers away from being eligible to get Twitch affiliate. So
my average viewers for my first month streaming was like 1.8. It was just under 2. So like it still says I'm 33% on that achievement. So, but obviously I don't know.
Dude,
that's the only thing that would be I figured that was going to be the hardest part anyway.
I don't know who I'm more proud of right now. The fact that you're getting all these followers tonight, which I'm really happy with, or the fact that this amazing community of people who have just dipping in the chat, you know, whether you're following or not, I appreciate every single one of you for being here and listening to me talk to OneArmedBandit and listening to me drone on, asking constant questions. But the fact that you guys have clicked follow to this wonderful man right now we're speaking to, I'm so grateful, and I'm honestly blessed to be able to do what I do, and the fact that you guys are you hang out with me and send the love over to someone else. It's amazing.
One thing I want to share with just so as many people know as possible. So I need to start telling people. So before I forget, I need to figure out some way to either edit my logo or something, because when I made this, I have an old account. It's called Hey Sasquatch. It's actually named after my dog. That's what I've been on Twitch for years.
Okay.
So if anybody recognizes that name from anywhere like Happy's chat or anything, that's me. I'm Sasquatch. But
I do know the name. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh my god, I almost spat my drink out. Dude, I know that name. I've been in Mr. Happy's chat, and it was Sasquatch. Mr. Happy would talk to you.
I was a Sasquatch. Yeah, I was a follower. I've been a follower of Happy. I've been subbed to him for like almost a year.
Dude.
8 months, 9 months, 10 months. But yeah, like I switched to this because I wanted it to be this, but there was OneArmedBandit was already taken, so the beginning is a 0. It's actually a 0. I don't know if anybody can tell.
I can tell by the font. I can tell because I tried to like tag it.
The only way I could get the name the way I wanted it. And it kind of sucks, but like I feel like it might make people hard to find me, but at the same time, like it doesn't matter in TTT. It doesn't matter to me. Like it's because everybody's just like spreading everything everywhere, and like you figure out where to go eventually, like that. Because that's how I found TTTT like members to begin with, just like hosting or just looking through the channel. I'm one of the few people that just goes in the channel and just like scrolls down and looks for somebody toward the bottom that's playing a game I like, and
then just go from that and just get to know someone else. Because again, you know,
it's a good feeling.
Dude, last I looked, you were at 38, now you're at 41. I mean, dude, the fact that you're 9 followers away from getting affiliate when you were at 23, when I like 2-3 hours ago, like 4 or 5 hours
I gave
ago.
up on it. You know what my goal is? My goal is set to like the middle or end of July. I think there's like I think it's like July 15th is my 50 follower goal on my stream right now.
Well, dude, at the moment,
just below 50%. No,
and
it's probably almost...
I wanted to know, OneArmedBandit, I'm not done yet. We are gonna keep having you continue to grow, because I just, again, for just everything you do, and I'm so happy because I like to make things, people are more aware of things, and this is just the tip of the iceberg with doing these sort of interviews, let's say, with people. I just want to kind of chill and talk to them. But
I've always wanted the
Kidori's just tweeted out you, by the way.
I like watching podcasts. I like watching people just talk about things.
It's just nice to have in the background, maybe. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Happy's kind of State of the Realm is something I look up to. Too. Yeah, I mean, Sly and Mr. Happy are great, but like I kind of aspire, and they inspired me, if you like, to be like that, and to bring out some sort of form of content like that. For me, you know, I would love to do a 14 podcast in the future, but for now, I'm testing the waters by doing something like chatting with the viewers,
exactly.
And also, you know, to like not to sound like I'm all about the numbers, but also see how many people like to stick around for it, because you know, it's doing something different. I mean, I know my Twitch a title right now is completely wrong, so we've just been doing interviews most of the night, but it's been actually one of my funniest streams ever. And the fact that you've come on, I don't want to say the show, but the fact that you've come on my channel and you've talked about,
it feels like a show. It feels well organized enough.
Well, I'm going, I have no notes written down, I'm just going on a whim here, so
exactly. I can tell I am too. It doesn't matter.
But yeah, I'm gonna close it there, I think. Thank you so much for talking with me, dude. Like, I'm not only happy to have you in my life, and I'm like really privileged to see what you're doing on your Twitch channel. You are not going to be stopping growing there, dude. I'm not done yet, trust me, and you'll know what I mean by that later, hopefully. But the fact that I've actually been able to talk to you rather than just read a bit of text on the screen is amazing. So I wish you all the best with your Twitch channel. It's not over yet. I'm going to be dropping by some more, hopefully in the future. Yeah, we're gonna have some good times, and you're gonna be growing, dude. All right.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
All right, dude. I'm gonna leave Discord. Take care, man, and thank you so much for talking with me.
All right, thanks, chat. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll see you later.
See you later, dude.